Welcome, and I want everyone to understand something at this moment. All of my decades of being in this business, I doubt I will ever be at a point where I will have as much astonishing and stunning news report that I have right now. Something is about to happen at Nutrition World that really blows my mind, and I cannot wait to share it with all of you. And what this is we, as Nutrition World, our goal is to empower people to be healthier. It's not really to sell products. It's to educate, empower, guide people, be the leading force to help decision making on a personal level for health. And there's a lot of limitations in the whole world with regard to that, but that limitations is being lessened as of very few weeks from now. And that's going to be because we have a partnership that has occurred really through synchronicity and all those special things that I tend to believe in that has happened over years. And that is, we have a physician, a medical doctor with 25 years experience who is board certified in integrative medicine, family medicine, palliative care medicine, who is not going to be a tenant here. He's going to be an associate, a colleague, a companion, and a partner in Nutrition World and your journey to health. So welcome, Dr. Bryan Johnson, to Nutrition World.
Very glad to be here, Ed.
And I've known this gentleman casually and now more than casually over, he would remember more, at least 4 years.
Right. Closer to 8.
8 years, wow.
Yeah.
And we kept having conversations and just the stars aligned, and here we are with this major announcement. Why is it major? Because we have a limited medical system. We do. They do wonderful, miraculous things for so many people, but their toolbox is, if you've heard me for all of my years, is limited. And sometimes in acute care medicine, it's the most amazing on earth. Sometimes in chronic care, it leads itself to a lot of desires that people are frustrated with. And we now have in this city the only integrative physician, and I want Dr. Johnson to explain a little bit of his past and what integrative means and what that will mean for you as a person, especially as we age, because this option has not really been available until now. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Dr. Johnson.
Sure. Well, I just first start to agree with everything you just said. And everyone knows that the absence of disease is not the same as the presence of health. And everyone will tell you that even the presence of health is not the same as vibrant wellness. And most people, what they really want is vibrant wellness. And that's what my 25 years of advanced training, unique education can bring, is the opportunity to empower people who are seeking vibrant wellness.
I love that word, because we've come to so many levels of just accepting the norm of struggle, of anxiety, of never having energy, of depression, not sleeping, and we patchwork it with some pharmaceuticals, and at times that is okay, but I'm a huge believer of looking for the reason why it occurred in the first place. And to do that, you have to be a pretty darn skilled detective. And I know from our conversations, you in your personal life, you in your professional life, that has been your dream. And in the corporate world, it's hard to follow that model. And I think we all would understand that. So from a perspective of people listening, they're out there, they're having struggles, they see their body just not performing the way they should. What role will you play in their future healthcare as a team member?
Exactly. So people who are looking to move away from the current conventional system, which is mostly disease management. I was trained that if a person's diabetes was controlled, not eliminated, if their blood pressure was controlled, regardless of how many blood pressure medicines they have to take. By the way, the average American who takes Western chemicals to control their blood pressure takes at least 3 different kinds of man-made chemicals to control their blood pressure. That was the goal, was to control the dis-ease. It wasn't to relieve the dis-ease. So if you are looking to move from a state of smoldering but technically controlled dis-ease to a place of vibrant wellness, which most people are, That's what I'll bring to the table. But I will also bring 25 years of being in the Western medical system of advanced technology with laboratories and x-rays and all of those sorts of things to evaluate you. Most people would be accustomed to that. But also to bring my advanced knowledge of the whole world's medical system, everything from traditional Chinese medicine to Ayurveda to energy medicine to prayer care. And everything in between, because the truth is our body is really only keeping the score of what's going on in our minds and our souls and our spirits. And that's the idea, is I'm looking for people who are ready to take responsibility for their health and who are determined to become vibrantly well.
It gives me cold chills to even hear that, because, of course, that has been my philosophy for all my decades. But to actually have someone, and integrative really kind of means combining both worlds or all worlds together for the benefit of wellness and the patient, not telling that you have to go this path or there is only one path. There's not. Health and wellness is, we're like a symphony inside a big orchestra, and for the music to be tuned up, it takes a lot of checking a lot of boxes and talking and investigating. And the corporate medicine just doesn't have the setup to do that. It's not the people in the system that's the problem. It's the system is modestly broken.
Yes.
And again, in a car wreck, we want that system. But I just know this is the future of personalized healthcare, because it can't be done on an 8-minute visit.
No.
I talk to people every single day, and the conversation of sleep alone is usually 12 to 15 minutes.
Yes.
That's one of many hundreds of categories.
Yes.
So if a patient feels like they want to join your team, join Nutrition World's team, and they want to partner with our partnership,
Yes.
What schedule, what's the cost? Just give a little bit of facts if you don't mind.
Sure. You really hit on the most important thing, which was time. You really have to spend time with this person and give them a chance to tell you their most important parts of their story. My mentor trained me, and he said, Dr. Johnson, if you'll just listen to the patient, they'll tell you what's really wrong. If you listen long enough, they'll even tell you how to fix them. And so the idea is to give people plenty of time to really tell me what's important to them. But of my years of training, including my years in palliative medicine, which meant I spent time in the moment of the death and dying, which is when people really begin to get honest. And that gave me a tremendous skill package around helping people with questions and reflections and ways of communicating that help them take a look inside. Because the whole point of integrative medicine is to integrate all modalities that might lead you to wellness, but you get to define what wholeness and wellness mean to you. But someone with my kind of training needs to listen to that and decipher it. And so the idea is a discovery visit with me is $99. Where you get to tell me whatever's on your mind today, and we get to talk about what does wholeness and wellness mean to you. And I get to listen and decide whether or not I think I can truly partner with you, and whether or not the village at Nutrition World of health coaches and nutritionists and supplement experts and laboratory possibilities, whether or not those things are a good fit for what I do well. And then subsequent visits are $149 an hour. And I typically try to design a treatment plan that takes no more than 6 to 8 visits over about 3 to 4 months, because I'm going to bring my very best right out of the chute. I won't have some good idea off to the side in case this doesn't work. I'm going to give you my very best ideas right up front, and you will either bring your very best self to those ideas, and if you do, I'm confident that we can achieve vibrant wellness for you in 3 to 4 months.
I can tell you that there are people just hanging on right now because they have never heard this conversation before. And it resonates with such truth and honesty that I think even the person doesn't even have to think about the fact that this is authentic in its whole world and sense of how your pursuit is, your philosophy is. I don't know how anyone could even argue about this philosophy because of that. So the price is incredible. One, I just want to encourage people. I mean, I've been doing this 43 years. You are a tremendously giving person, because most people of your credibility, which is at the top of the game, would it'd be a lot more expensive in most cases. You're trying to find that middle ground to help as many people as you can, and also pay bills. I mean, it's just the fact of life. I love this, and so I know that maybe some people may be saying, does insurance pay?
So this is pure cash only, no insurance, and the point of that is that's the way I can keep my costs down. And this is a transaction where you are investing in your health. And insurance companies are not investing in your health, but you can. And so no insurance, this is cash only. And then the idea is to help you not need me pretty soon. So it's a temporary investment in your health, but it's one that will yield dividends hopefully for the rest of your life.
I love it, love it. And the one thing you're not wanting to do or can't and won't do is acute care medicine. You have a UTI, this
Correct.
is not you.
No.
You go to your general practitioner, the people who
Yes.
you trust, that you have a good relationship with, and the quick acting things that happen,
Yes.
if you fall, if you do that.
Yes.
That's not. No, we're talking about integrative medicine for chronic health conditions that are not being addressed very well, and someone who wants to look into your life, your spirit, to help balance things for the vital and vitality that they used to have.
Yes.
We all still remember feeling great 99% of the time and waking up with clear eyes and excitement and ripples of the world. And what's happened is just we're like in a dullness because a lot of it is we're out of balance. We have too many toxins, we have not enough nutrients, and we have a lot of emotions that have become somewhat toxic too.
Yes.
You will be the standard, I know, for that will spread across this country in regard to videos like this, because you're going to be teaching more on videos.
Yes.
And I just know that they're going to be pointing here and saying, this is the model. This is how it should work. So I consider you a hero. You're brave. I mean, you're stepping out of a box that you wouldn't have to worry about your job or income if you stay the other way, but your heart's not led that way. And I love people who are, heart driven, along with being very logical. And you are, Dr. Johnson. So it's just a thrill to have you as our associate partner. And I just know this is going to be a long-term partnership for both of us and for Chattanooga.
Yes.
And, in our ads, we always say we're partnering with you for your better health. We're partnering. We're always talking. Well, this partner of us is also bringing in all of this whole area. So everyone listening, know that you have a new potential partner if you choose to. And I'm just could not be more thrilled. I think you can tell that. And I know Dr. Johnson has had many months of excitement just even getting to this point. So you're here. You're going to be here generally on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And the information for you getting together with him will be posted. We'll have that as needed. And you can always call Nutrition World and also nutritionw.com. And we are here for you. And I'm here for you, Dr. Johnson. You're here for me. And we're here for everybody to empower. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being born.
It's truly a new model of collaboration where a village is going to bring their very best to everyone in the village. Because when those people become vibrantly well, guess what happens? They spread more vibrant wellness to the bigger village.
Oh, what a great ending. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, my friend.